So the gambling market says the new favorite to land LeBron James is, you know who? No? The Dallas Mavericks. Holy cowboy boots, Batman. Yeah. The Mavericks are the new betting favorites to land LeBron James. Of course, everything is bigger in Texas. Dallas listed at plus 125. The Miami Heat are number 2 behind the Mavericks, followed by the Cadavers from Cleveland and the Golden State Warriors, who are also listed, and then the Knicks. So Dallas, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, gave away the keys to the franchise. They dumped Hookah Luka, for some stale popcorn, and they are now the betting favorite for LeBron. It's a small world. After all, it's a small, small world. So let us discuss the question for the esteemed panel. Where do you stand on the Mavericks as the betting favorite for LeBron James? The Dallas is the betting favorite for LeBron. Where do you stand on that? So I've got Quentin Tarantino, Happy Place, and Package Deal in this hour of LeBron. We'll put all these things together and make a giant-sized ego, which cannot match, as big as we make it, cannot match the ego of LeBron James. So, first of all, you talk about bizarro world. And I don't think I'm just being king of hyperbole here. LeBron, under this scenario, and I do believe in the multiverse, but in this portion of the multiverse, LeBron would rejoin Anthony Davis again, reunited, and it feels so good. And they'd play together in Big D this time, side by side, while Hookah Luka plays Hollywood Hero. And LeBron and Anthony Davis would go from Taco Tuesday to Tex-Mex Monday. So no more Taco Tuesday, but Tex-Mex Monday they would go for. Now, unfortunately, the Mexican food is better in L.A. than it is in Texas, so that's a downgrade for LeBron. But it's like watching, if you will, Quentin Tarantino and the remake of The Decision. Where is Jim Gray? Is there a Boys and Girls Club in Connecticut where LeBron can pop in and decide where he's going to take his talents? But imagine now if Kyrie gets looped in. Kyrie is always hurt, but he's also on the Mavericks. And if he lands in this, if you put Kyrie out there with LeBron and Anthony Davis, this is like one big ayahuasca trip. And you're going to Never Never Land is what you're doing there. It's the headline. Imagine that. LeBron, Kyrie, and Anthony Davis side by side. The three-headed fire-breathing dragon. It's like the NBA's version of the modern Rat Pack of the NBA. And the Mavericks, now, I'm old enough to remember when they could not convince top-level players to go to Dallas. They couldn't get them. They offered them a steak dinner and a Cuban cigar. It didn't matter. And I'm not talking about a Mark Cuban cigar. I'm talking about a literal Cuban cigar. It wouldn't matter. And so now they're the darlings of the betting market to get LeBron James, the elder statesman and pro bouncy ball. Now, I would say forget the Heat because LeBron still got his panties in a bunch over Pat Riley and didn't really like Eric Spoelstra. Last I checked, they're still with the Heat. So I would dismiss them. I don't see the Warriors. I'm not going to dismiss Golden State, but I don't see that. I'd forget about the Knickerbockers. LeBron's had multiple opportunities to go to Gotham, and he wants nothing to do with New York City. Right? Nothing to do with that. Running from the grind of the Big Apple, so forget that possibility. And so you're looking around, you're like, well, what else is going on? Now, I'm just not feeling the Mavericks. I'm not. And it's, I've got the microphone, I've got the headphones, the tools of ignorance here, so I'm just not feeling it. Like the storylines, it's just not there. Now, I have my spidey senses tingling, and not in a good way with this story. Not in a good way with the story. Like LeBron with the Mavericks, it just doesn't connect. The jigsaw puzzle piece to me doesn't fit. Now, secondly, what makes the most sense as we psychoanalyze LeBron James? So let me point that I want to get this right out of the way. We have long said the gambling market is a pretty good indicator. Generally speaking, it is a solid indicator of what's going to happen. The reason is they have some skin in the game. They have financial liability. At the same time, there are times where the gambling market will change some things up because they know they can get some dumb money. And they love dumb money. And people react, and just by me talking about this or seeing somewhere on the interweb that the Mavericks are the betting favorite for LeBron, some of that dumb money was, I better bet on the Mavericks. They're the favorite and all that stuff. So while it is a touchstone that we use, it's not the only thing that we use, right? And you have to use your own intelligence when you look at these kind of things. And so regardless, I just have it sideways on this one. I do. Now, LeBron, he's got a no-trade clause. He's one of two people in the NBA that have a no-trade clause. Bradley Beal and LeBron. Who doesn't belong? Anyway, so that means that he's got the Lakers by the balls, okay? And if he wants out, it's his call. He'll handpick the team, and then the Lakers will have to be the Dallas Mavericks in that trade. They're the ones that are going to get bent over, and if you know what I mean, they're going to have to get nothing in return. And so if LeBron wants out, it's going to be his call. He's going to say, bye-bye, and then step right into the portal. Now, for me, and if I'm putting my money down, I am betting on Cleveland. The mistake by the lake. That's where I'm betting my money. The Cavs are the team that makes the most sense if LeBron leaves the Lakers. It makes the most sense, right? Good. I'm not going to go great roster. Some people say great roster. I don't think it's a great roster. I'm going to say good. LeBron's heart. From Akron, which is not Cleveland, but close enough, the closest NBA team. LeBron's heart is still there. Now, what is my evidence? Let me make my evidence here. So LeBron, he's still interacting, right? He just sent out, we talked about this in a previous episode of the show, LeBron just sent out a congratulatory message on social media to some Cavalier executives. It's like he's ready. He's like, hey, congratulations. By the way, can I get the locker next to Evan Mobley, by the way? Can I get that? Yeah, he didn't send that on X, but he thought about it. He's, in recent weeks, been spotted working out at the Cavaliers facility. Hello? Yes. He has worn, back in Ohio, a welcome home hat. And so he's done that. He's essentially leaving neon breadcrumbs like that old game, the old movie Tron from back in the day, right? If you're into nostalgia. He's leaving neon breadcrumbs around, and so the Cavaliers are quietly lurking. They're at plus 550 on the updated gambling market. And if you think LeBron does not know exactly what he's doing here, and he's just going to drag this thing out as long as he can, then eventually he'll hit the button. And he's got the code. He's got the nuclear code. You just haven't been paying attention. And so, again, while the Mavericks may be the bookies' pick, they may be the books' pick, I would not bet the mortgage on any of these teams. I certainly wouldn't bet on Dallas. LeBron's bunker is in Cleveland, or it's in Ohio, not Cleveland. It's in Akron. But that is his happy place. That is his happy place, and that's where the wine flows. And he goes down memory lane. Right? Oh, man, memories are alive. Man, I love that town. And he's got statues everywhere. Probably there's a statue there. Why not? All right, now, final thought. So how would the Lakers end up spinning a LeBron James trade? Like, how do you end up spinning this? What's the move if you end up trading LeBron? So you bring in here, what you do is you bring in Star Jones. You know Star Jones, right? I think she's still on Divorce Court. Last I watched that show a while back, she was on there. So I'm going to say that she's still on there. 30-minute episode of Divorce Court. And the Lakers come out and say, oh, we had a great relationship. It was really good. It was wonderful. We didn't win a championship. We just got that Mickey Mouse ring, but we're happy with that. We pretend that's a real championship from that bogus bubble, the resort in Orlando. So you celebrate that, celebrate the good times, and you thank LeBron. And you just say, listen, you tell Star Jones in that Divorce Court, like many relationships, irreconcilable differences. That's it. check that box. And the differences, of course, are that Luka is now the belle of the ball, and there's no joy on Skid Row where the Lakers play, right? So it does get a little dicey. It does get a little bit dicey because the Lakers have a lot of dead weight. It's the family business. And no one's talking about this. We're the only ones bringing this up. No one else is bringing this up. If you get rid of LeBron James, it has to be a package deal. It's got to be a package deal. What do I mean by that? Any LeBron James trade, you have to include Bronny James. Bronny James and LeBron must be traded together. It's like a complimentary item when you go to Jack in the Box and you want to upgrade to a combo meal, right? So it's a combo meal. It's like going to Mickey D's or Hardee's or Chick-fil-A. You want a combo meal. If you're the Lakers, you have to include Bronny James. Now, why do you have to include Bronny James? It would be malfeasance if you don't include it because Bronny James, he has to exit stage right. Now, he might be able to exit stage left, but he's got to be gone if LeBron's gone. Bronny is only there. He's a marketing mascot. He's a great tribute to LeBron and the powers of persuasion by LeBron James. He gets to play dress up. It's like Make-A-Wish. You get to be on the Lakers. You're an emotional support player for LeBron James, your daddy. Congratulations, right? Without LeBron, Bronny James is not even sniffing a summer league opportunity. The guy can't play. It's fascinating that there are dumb people that think he can play, right? He'd be sitting courtside maybe if LeBron bought tickets, if LeBron didn't pull strings to get him on the Lakers. And so the stat sheet reads, with Bronny, it reads like a witness protection profile, like barely there, hoping not to be noticed when you look at the stats of Bronny James there. The spawn of Bron. Now, maybe one day, Bronny James, I'm not going to be completely negative. I'll be Benny Brightside. There is a possibility in the multiverse that one day Bronny James becomes a serviceable rotation guard. Of course, that'll be in Serbia or in Russia or China, but it ain't going to be in the NBA, right? Right now, he is a member of the International Union of Bricklayers. It is always a brick house with Bronny James there. So cut the cord. If you're going to get rid of LeBron, you got to get rid of Bronny James, and they can ride off into the sunset together because when LeBron's out of the NBA, Bronny's going to be out of the NBA. Now, maybe they can do a podcast together, right? Do a podcast. Who's LeBron doing a podcast with? Somebody said, I've not listened to LeBron's podcast. Somebody said he's doing one with Steve Nash. Does that mean Steve Nash will replace Jason Kidd as the coach of the Mavericks? Is that because that's how you do it, right? LeBron, whoever's doing the podcast with LeBron, they get to coach LeBron, right? I mean, that's how J.J. Redick got the job. He didn't know what he's doing, and he's pretending to be a Laker coach.